fairy tale they say, real in every way.
Hey, welcome to Honeybee's Women Empowerment Show. And I just actually startled you.
Right. I had a
Yes.
mouthful of rice. Sorry, I apologize for that.
So where did you get the rice?
Out of your little rice maker.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Unfortunately, we don't have our other main host today,
Right, Ty.
And we would like to actually give you a big hug on the internet right now because we are doing all our social distancing.
Right. As best as we can.
Yes. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
fantastic. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but I'm perfect. It's not from being sick. It's from being used inappropriately. Trust me.
Anyways, guys, our topic for this week is live freely. How do women practice their freedom? And I would love, since we don't have Thai this week, we actually have, it's not a replacement Thai, but we have a bunch of powerful women on the screen on our left right now.
Right.
And I'm gonna actually do a roll call. I'm gonna introduce, I know you
Very
can
nice.
help me. All right, well, from the bottom, the beautiful and lovely, astonishing Ninon De Vere de Rosa. And she is the number one show hostess in Vegas Live with Ninon, based here in Vegas, and the chief executive officer of Ninon Speaks Media Image.
Nice. I love her. Love her.
Everybody loves you, Ninon.
I know, right? Everybody loves you,
Thank you,
Nanny.
everybody. That's beautiful. Thank you.
And then the next one, I believe the next one on the left side, second at the second in the middle, that is, I believe that's Lorraine. She is an influencer and a women empowerment advocate. Miss Lorraine Russell.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi, guys. Hi, Lorraine. Good to see you, Lorraine.
And then another one, the next one is she's an entrepreneur for over 25 years,
wow.
producer for TV and entertainment, a runner-up of Miss England in 1990.
No way.
And as the current Mrs. Nevada Classic, this woman is a strong advocate for empowering women. Let us give a warm welcome to the amazing Lorraine Yarde.
Very cool. Very cool. Nice to meet you.
And then the next one on the top is a filmmaker and an author. She has written and directed over 4 short films and was
Really?
recently part of the Las Vegas 48-hour film project. And that is our Chaplain Tamia Dow.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then this woman, I met her when she actually came and visit me one time. She is a health and fitness coach, and I believe you are a mentor, right, for young ladies. And this is
That's me.
and this is Miss NATHALIE CHOPIN.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Natalie
fantastic.
Chopin.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
What a great group of women. How'd we get so lucky?
I'm
Because
always lucky.
you put in a lot of hard work. That's how we got so lucky.
Well, all these women are hardworking women actually, and
Yes.
they are here in Las Vegas to empower other people. That's the good thing.
I love all the work that they're doing.
See, when you're doing good things,
Good things happen.
yes, and
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
so let's talk about our main topic, ladies. You know, we had so much things going on in our city right now. We, a lot of women, a lot of us, actually, not only women, are feeling not freely at this point.
Right.
What are you guys? What is your opinion about what's going on about being free? Can
Well,
we?
you can look at it 2 ways. There's definitely 2 ways to everything. Like there's two sides to a coin. And the 2 ways, you can look at it as being positive, or you can look at it as being very negative. That's true. So I think if you've got a choice, I think you should definitely go to the positive. because this is a time for women to be able to kind of step back a little bit, enjoy their home. I don't know about all the kids and everything, but also enjoy the kids, but start enjoying a little bit of what 24 hours a day is without sort of getting up, rushing to take the kids to school, making sure there's dinner and doing all these things that they have to do every day. And I'm not saying they still don't have to do them, but they can do them in a more relaxed way. And I think to enjoy it, enhance it, because this might never happen again.
Right.
Let's hope it doesn't.
Right.
We don't want this to happen. But at the same time, take that advantage. Take it completely. Wake up in the morning and say, wow, I've got another day. I've got to sort this. I've got my kids. I've got my husband, my boyfriend, or nobody. But I've got...
What happened?
We lost the song.
Oh, no, we lost it.
Yeah. Well, let's just chime in. Lorraine, what do you think?
To me, freedom is an individual thing, and I think it comes from within. I don't think it's something outward. I think it's how you live your life. So as a woman, I mean, I'm very passionate about helping other women. Natalie and I actually have an initiative we have going on right now to help provide women with a platform for bettering themselves through wellness, through health, inside and out. And I think, now that everybody's on social media, I mean, it doesn't mean that we don't communicate, we don't continue doing the things that we were doing before, we just do them in a different way.
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing stronger than a group of women, nothing stronger and more free than a group of women supporting each other and helping each other in whatever their goals are. So, to me, I mean, it's, what we're going through right now doesn't mean we're not free. I think we can still be free because it's in our mind. Freedom's in your mind. Freedom's in your soul.
Right.
We're just applying it a different way right now. I mean, fortunately for me, at this situation, I've been extremely busy. I have opportunities of new businesses, and I want to bring people along with me, women along with me for the ride. So, to Ninon's point, yeah, I mean, obviously you've got to have a positive outlook. But I just think freedom starts inside of you. You've got to love yourself. You've got to feel comfortable with yourself, and you have to. You share that with other people, and if you feel enriched by what you're doing, it gives you a feeling of freedom. That's how I feel. So like I said, we have an initiative, Natalie and I, right now, by women,
For women. Oh shit.
and it says by women for women.
Hold on.
Basically.
And if I could chime in on that, because this was something that when she told me the topic and it spoke about freedom, even my Facebook page, when it says, what do you love? And my little slogan under what do you love is being free.
Free.
Okay.
And I really appreciate what you said, because for me, I've been on that journey, and I think that no one ever really achieves complete freedom.
Absolutely.
I think it's something
I totally
that
agree.
actually, as we go and as we grow, that we continue to run into certain things that we have to free ourselves of and from. And one of the main things that in my quest, in my journey to become free, is if you have a good relationship with money, other people,
Absolutely.
God, and yourself. When you have those relationships and there's nothing that's stressing you in those areas when it comes to your relationship, anything and anybody, and you feel that sense of peace and freedom. And being on that journey for me already before COVID-19,
Right.
and living that way, it didn't pose a huge restriction on me as far as who I am as a person, because I didn't have to find a way to make it through this COVID, because I was already living my life this way. Because nobody can actually restrict or bondage you when you're free with inside yourself. And so outside circumstances is not what makes you free. It's what's going on the inside.
Absolutely.
And the relationships you have with your on the inside. So I loved everything about what you said. I totally 110% concur.
Likewise.
Tamia?
So I believe this is a time for all of us to look inside and look at reinventing ourselves and looking at what it is that we put on the back burner while we were so busy being busy and running around being about everybody else's business and not actually being about the purpose of this respite. And the way I see this respite is that I believe, and bear in mind, it's not that God makes something, but God does. In the book of Job, it tells you he allows things to happen to his children. And he allows where it is he puts you, he's carrying you. And we are coming through this. This is not something that we're set to sit down and stay in. We are going through this season of COVID. So as we go through this season, I think it's very important that everybody looks at what is that I am supposed to do, and I am supposed to find out about myself, the people that I love during this season, because there's a purpose for this. And I don't want anybody to miss it and spend time being like you were bored, and I'm, and I don't know what to do, and there is way too much to do.
Always.
I mean,
what was that?
I'm saying I've been extremely consumed and busy during this time, capitalizing on capitalizing on the time that we have with a new purpose.
Right.
So even though I've been confined to my home, I felt totally free.
Exactly. And there's a lot to even explore within your house. Like I've been doing this little theme. I live in a 3-bedroom house, and I'm a single person, but every room is full of something. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
On this kind of exploration, it's like, well, what's in this room? What's in this box?
Let's go back to Ninon. Ninon, you were cut off earlier when you were talking.
Yeah, I got cut off, but it's okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got back again. But
Right.
You can't lose me.
Well, welcome back.
Not gone for long. I don't know how much you heard of what I said, but how much where did I get to?
I
just started up.
Okay, I think after I agree with what you were talking about, your house, you've got a 3-bedroom house, so haven't I. My house is about 2,000 square feet. And there's another house I didn't know I had.
Yep.
And I've got rooms just to make a change because I'm in this room. So I wandered to the other. Oh, I've got a new room here. Oh, this is quite lovely.
Yeah.
And never mind the garage. My garage is now it's so clean. All my papers.
Yes.
I love it. I love
And
it.
my question is to all of you is that how are we going to keep this up after this is over? Because it seems to be as if I think they're going to start opening this Friday. They're going to start opening beauty salons and different things. They're going to start opening in Vegas.
Okay.
So once this all we get back into everything, what are we going to keep up this lovely life, or what are we going to do?
That's a good question.
I think it's happening too fast, that people have spent like this month kind of thinking, oh, okay, yeah, it's going to open. And I don't think that people are ready for the opening, nor do I think that we are in a safe enough season to open up, because people have been going out even right now and not practicing the 6 foot and not going out with masks. And so now,
oh, believe me, I practice the 6 foot. I'm 10 feet away. I've got 6 dozen masks on. I've got sanitizer in my car. I've got the liquid. I've got the paper one. I've never been so ready.
Yes. The thing is, though, when they open things up, unfortunately, I don't believe that people will adhere to the rules that have been in place before the opening up, which means
that could be a little bit. That could be a little bit of human nature. Human nature is a little bit of, they gradually go into it, but they're not opening everything up. They're not opening all the big hotels up yet. I understand that the Wynn is getting ready to open up maybe the 17th of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is going gradually. They're opening up, I think, beauty salons where you can have like 2 or 3 people in there. Or they've got plans, so I think it will be gradual. But I think people naturally will be a little bit cautious. I hope they will.
So,
It's funny.
Actually, most do we forget.
okay, Lorraine.
I'm gonna let the first waves go out.
Yeah, exactly.
See how they
Test the temperature.
I'm gonna stay on isolation myself.
All right, let me ask you this, ladies.
I'm not.
Oh, go ahead, Lorraine. Lorraine, go ahead.
Lorraine has a solution. You know, seriously, I'm working with sanitization. It's protected services for extended periods of time. So I'm trying to help protect the casinos and the hotels and the restaurants open a regular business because we provide protection for extended periods of time. So that's a new thing I got into. I found myself in a position where I can actually help get the city up and running again. It was really exciting for me.
It's
You know,
exciting.
so anyway, I just.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. With this pandemic that's going on, being home isolated, what are the good things that you like about being isolated?
Reflection, self-reflection.
Yep.
I just like having time to myself. I don't put the television on all the time. I found a music station. There's different things that I'm able to get into that I was able to do before, which I haven't done for a long time. So there's some beautiful things. I happen to be a sonnet writer, so I happen to write sonnets. And I've written quite a few. So this is a time when I can put some soft music. I have to write sonnets with music.
Right.
So I'm able to put the soft music on. And I think it's able to relax a little bit and sort of look at your life and what you've done. Not the bad things. Let's start looking at the good things. Forget the bad things. They're gone. They're goodbye. Look at the good things and move forward on a positive. Yes, stay on a positive side because it's only a day. It's all you're living is a day.
Yeah.
That's all you're living. So, you know, tomorrow might be another locked-in day, but find something else to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I find myself doing meditation every morning.
Nice.
Just 30 minutes. I wake up, I breathe, I relax. I don't get up off the bed the way I used to do, like I gotta do things. I just take my time, sit down, breathe, drink water, just inhale, exhale, and then take the time to attack my day and just, because what can we do besides just self-reflecting? Take more time for the family. Take more time for ourselves. We know how women are. Women, mom, wife, never enough time for ourselves. We have to take care of kids, husband, house, plus working on the side. We are everything. We always busy, always on the run. Never get time for. I don't even have time to put nail color on my finger.
I don't have children. I don't have a husband. I don't have a dog. I don't have a cat. I have a
Oh my God, I envy you right now.
And I wake up in the morning. I don't meditate, but I go to the stock market. So that gives me a headache the rest of the day.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Exactly.
I've been meditating. I get up in my morning early. I go on my balcony. And I watch the sunrise behind the mountains.
Sunrise, what's that? Yes.
I've never done that before. I mean, you know, but I get up and that's the first thing I do. Sit on the balcony. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and watch the sunrise.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
More time for us.
And that's something that I want to continue doing because I didn't take the time out to do that before.
Yes.
No.
And that gives me a feeling of
It takes 2 weeks
yeah.
to break a habit and create a new good habit. 2 weeks.
We've created
Maria, what do you do?
Yes,
Maria, what do you do?
It's just, I put an alarm, and then my alarm say meditation time. I have a reminder. I have a board where I write everything down. Of course, I don't do everything every day. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
But every time you set the goal and you set things on the board, even if you just look, it's a reminder for ourselves. I write that down. I have to do it. We all have a subconscious. It touches you too. You're going to have to do because you write it down.
Right.
It's funny, I'm listening to all these 5 women, and each one of us have something different to do in the morning when we get up.
I know, right?
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it's beautiful.
I can learn from you. Maybe I'll go and meditate. I don't know. I don't really meditate, but maybe that would be good. But
And I've been meditating.
Exactly. Pray.
prayers. No, prayers I pray. Pray I pray.
I love it.
Yes, I do.
I
That's my
love it.
little place.
I pray in my meditation too. It's a moment for me to say thanks God for this day. I see another day. I breathe. My family's well. Thank you for that. It's a way. Meditation actually doesn't require to be focused. You can do your coffee and meditate. Put your music. Just get into your day. Breathe. Relax. Just move everywhere. I'm I'm a mover. I need to move. I need to feel. I need to be always in action. Lorraine know that. I need to. I vibrate. I have to leave. So that helps me because I don't know how to take time for myself.
But there's one thing you'll never need, and that's a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I have one.
No, you don't need one. You don't need one. You can do it for yourself. Right?
Anyway,
I think the one thing different that I hear is I meditate all the time. So every morning, because that's where I'm the sharpest, is when I wake up in the morning, and I have to take time with me.
Right.
Absolutely. So I'm a journaler, so I write, I meditate almost every morning, and I take the morning from me. So what this, it didn't really change a lot of my life because my office is in my home. I've been doing that for 6 years in home. I love working from home. I can't understand how people don't like working from home.
Right.
I own my own time, and I own myself. And so what it did for me is my boys, my 2 sons, they came here with me. And so I spent a lot of time to myself, but this gave me the opportunity to really actually reconnect with my children.
With the kids.
Because they go to work, they're working all the time.
Yeah.
I'm at home, 27 and 29. I mean, they're dating, they're doing their thing. And so during COVID, they came home. And then they were able to work from home. So we got computers all over this house.
It's amazing.
And being able to spend time with them, my son and I were talking, and I said, do you know that there's 3 years of you that I don't even know?
I was going to say, what's the difference you found out with them? You know, because they've always been out, you've been home, and you really, you know, you go to bed and they go out, you know, having fun. Right. So what's the difference have you seen with your children?
Especially my oldest one. He, because three years, we didn't really spend the time that we're spending now because he was engaged.
Right.
And he spent a lot of time with his fiance. Just so happened, COVID happened. They were breaking apart. I said, hey, come here instead of getting a place. And I realized that there was a part of him for 3 years as I'm working and he's in a relationship with his fiance. I missed 3 years of him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there was, you know, there's a whole piece of him, a part of him that he has become that I'm not even familiar with.
Thanks, God.
Do you like it?
Thanks,
Do you like it?
You know what? I like it and I accept it. It's different from what I raised him to be, but it's okay. It's okay because it's him, and whatever he embraces and whatever he does,
that's what matters.
Good for you. Good for you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At first, I was looking. I'm like, who is this person? You know, because we have this strict value system, and it has to be this way. And I looked at him and I said, you do whatever you want to do with who you are in your life.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
and
true.
that's what he's happy doing. You know, he dates a lot. You know, and he's out.
What do you mean he dates? He had a
How old is he? How old? How young?
He's 27 or 29. I think she said her kid's age.
Anyways, ladies.
I mean, ladies, you guys know he's like, and I'm like, whoa, you know. But he's like, Mom, I'm young, you know, and I'm 29, and I just want to live my life.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I said,
That's
hey,
good.
I support it. Do however you want to live your life.
Do you guys?
You know, so.
Anyways, ladies, do you guys agree with me that this situation that we are going through right now has more good things, positive things, that you know we come out with more positive things than negative things, like spending time with family, learning more about the people around you and your loved ones,
Right.
and all. I just said that, right? And also, you know, it's even though around us, outside our house right now, there's a lot of negative things outside our house, and we're not letting that in, and instead we are opening our minds and hearts for the positive things, right? Because we're gonna come out with a stronger person and a stronger community. Do you agree?
Yes.
I agree. I just hope that we learn from this. That, you know, because what happens, I'll use 9/11 as an example. When 9/11 occurred, the community came together, everyone came together, we were all supporting each other. 2, 3, 4, a month after, everyone was back to normal, you know? So I think a situation like this, as Nathalie said, it gives you time to reflect, but I hope that we reflect and we retain what we found about ourselves, how important our friends and family are to us. I mean, you know that I miss socializing with people, and I realize that the people I have in my life are valuable and important to me. So I want to make sure that they know that going forward. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure that you know, I express that. I just think, you know, as to your point, Maria, yes, we should come out as a stronger community. You know, and I think we will initially. But what I fear is that as time goes by, we'll fall back into those bad habits and bad practices of before.
This is human being. Human being has a short memory.
Yeah.
It's a choice. We all have that choice to make of which direction we want to go. We must not lose track on. We're all having a great time doing nothing or doing something, whatever it is,
Right.
whatever we're all doing. We can't lose track on. I have a business. I have a real estate business.
Yeah.
Now don't have my tenant, but I still have to pay my mortgage.
Right.
So we have to kind of put all this in perspective. I have an antique store. They close the silly place down. It's not that we get thousands of people in this antique mall, but we get a few, but nothing like, I mean, they're all 20 feet away because there's that many that don't come in. So I never know why they closed that down, because they could have kept it open. We're all not on top of each other at all. So, but that's also, I make money there too. And then I've also got my internet TV show, Vegas Live with Ninon. So I have to look at it as a little different way as a businesswoman. I have always been a businesswoman. So there's a little bit of sort of, you know, yes, great being at home and this is wonderful, but at the same time, I need to go see what my antique store's doing. What is my tenant doing? Well, my tenant's not doing anything because they're not in there.
Right.
Now, they
That's
don't
true.
have to pay rent. They don't have to. Because that's how, but I have to pay the mortgage, whether it's going to go on the back end, the front end, it doesn't matter. So I think we should put this in perspective as of sort of trying to sort this all out and making sure that it works after we all return. And I think coming back slowly is a brilliant idea, because we can slowly get into it and slowly understand it, rather than, you know, rushing into it and making sort of, you know, maybe a few mistakes or something. So I think we need to balance ourselves out a little bit, especially as women, because we're more so in the working arena and we're doing more out there. So I think we need to look at ourselves, and maybe, just maybe, we'll go into something different.
I agree.
Yeah.
For me, this has been very helpful to be able to take some time and actually not, because normally before, because I'm a filmmaker and I'm an author, and I've been so busy running from event to event to event. It was like, oh, I got this event today, and I got this, and I got that. So I was not getting any of my content creation done. I wasn't getting any of my movies written. I wasn't getting, because I was too busy running around doing these things and engagements and all that kind of stuff. So when my calendar cleared, when I literally had to say, because, you know, we had a few days where everything wasn't shut down.
Right.
But it was starting to close down, being canceled, rescheduled, you know. And so my calendar totally cleared up, and then they shut us down. So literally, my calendar was cleared out.
So maybe this will come in and give you a balance. So maybe if you to balance this out a little bit and sort of write a little and have time at home a little and realize what the two different things are. One's really busy, or one I'm trying to write, and try to balance that out. You know, I don't know if a woman can balance anything out, but that's women are so creative.
Well,
I hope that does inspire people to take on, just like you're saying with me, Ninon, is to go and actually focus on that stuff that you put on the back burner, you know, learn the piano, learn that new language, write.
Yeah.
Like you said, you haven't written sonnets, write, sing, dance, do these things that you never made time for before because you thought you didn't have time for them.
exactly.
Correct.
That was I was talking. I was in a conference call with my business my business associates from all over the world, from England, Arizona, Texas, Pennsylvania, and everybody this morning, and we were talking about, about instead of looking this in a different way, why don't you look at, hey, I never had time for my kids, I never had time to do my shows, I am rebranding all the shows, so I just did that in the past few weeks. I cleaned my house. When the few days ago, there is a press conference. Governor Sisolak press conference that they want to extend this for another 2 weeks. And what I did was I called my daughter and her roommate and said, you guys have to start making your Monday, Tuesday until Sunday schedule because we're gonna stay longer at home. And they were like, oh no. I said, no, we're gonna sit down and schedule every single activity that we do inside the house.
Right.
That way we can be more productive.
Right,
Because
and use that time up real wisely.
Yes.
You know, one thing I'd like to ask all of you, and I know I shouldn't be asking, because Ray should be asking, but I need to know this question. What does, but I'm an interviewer, so it's hard.
No, that's fine. You can...
down. What I want to ask you is, what do you think of this coronavirus that has come out, and all of a sudden, it's not in Vegas, it's the entire world. Right. Now, when you actually sit back and you look at it and say, well, hang on a second, because I'm talking to my brother in England, he comes from a little place in Torquay, and he told me way before we got the virus in Vegas, he had it in Torquay. Now, this is a little tiny town. This has nothing to do with gambling, nothing to do with people floating in and out this time of the year, yet they got it. So why and how did it get down there, but how did it get everywhere? What's your opinion? What do you feel about it?
Okay, I'll start with that. I have two different things. Oh, am I doing? Okay, I'm feeding back. Anyways, I have two different things. I think how it gets here is, if I'm not mistaken, this is my conspiracy theory. We had the CES in January, so that's probably one reason. Or it is just a hoax where I have a conspiracy about China, not to disrespect other country, that they're trying to bring down our economy. Or there's third one. My other conspiracy theory is they're trying to replace us with robots.
That's probably the most valid right there.
But I think everyone's got a different opinion on it because it's crazy. It's the world.
It's unheard of.
It doesn't make sense.
Right, for sure.
Nature, it's survival of the fittest. It seems to attack the weakest people in our community, people that are at risk, that have other underlying conditions. Right. I've had people, related to different parts of the Bible that talk about things, events like this. I don't know, to me, it goes a lot deeper than conspiracy theory or, this is like who knows really? If you believe in God, it could be something from God. It could maybe we weren't living the way we were supposed to live, and this is kind of like a lesson to us. I don't know. There's a bunch of different reasons why this could have happened, but as far as how it got here, we live in a world that's, so interconnected now.
Yeah.
People travel. Of course, I know people, but guess what? Somebody could have vacationed from China. They go everywhere. Could have been from China to Turkey. Basically, how did it was not even doing. I personally think it's been around here longer than we knew, because Pureza was here in January, and we didn't really start hearing about it in the US until sometime in March. Actually having cases here. So I think people in our spend it's that time he works in the Irish, works in the Tabitha in London as a cocktail waitress. And
go ahead.
She said, I believe all of our cocktail waitresses, we come in contact with so many different people in so many different parts of the world. I think we build up a immune system to these things, because we could get exposed to so many different things. It's probably already been looking through those and gone out of them, and we've had it, and we have immunity to it because we do the thing. So who knows? We just don't know. It's like we sometimes Some of those.
It's funny, you're a pastor. No, you're not a pastor. You're a pastor. It's funny, but if you read the back of the Bible, you know, and you mentioned something about the fittest, you know, will survive. Yeah. And that actually is running through the whole thing of what's going to happen is that the people that are not too well or whatever, maybe they've done wrong things. I don't know. You know, there's lots of different ways. They say that the survival of the fittest will survive. And this, if you read the back of your Bible, I think there's quite a lot of knowledge in there as to what. Doesn't mean to say that's what's going on, but it's kind of a little bit coincidental.
Nostradamus, writing, you know, when something like something predicted, you know.
Yeah.
So, it gives me chills when I talk about that, actually. I've got goosebumps here.
Okay, so there's a pastor on the line, and that would be me. And yes, I do believe that this is very similar to a biblical situation that happened in the Bible, and there was a plague. And we're told in a scripture called 2 Chronicles 7, 13, and 14, and the Lord says, basically in those two scriptures, that that his people are not doing what they're supposed to do. And what he tells them to do is they're supposed to humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways, seek his face, and pray. So he does have a clear direction on how to remedy it, though, because people, you know, they don't want to connect, or they don't want to call on God, or they don't want to call on a higher power, so therefore they stay in their wicked ways. Now, I'm not saying that is any particular, the people who pass away are good people or people. I'm just saying that the plague itself will attach and attack the people that are not well, you know, and that's what's happening. We're finding people with underlying conditions and weak immunity systems that are being affected, though there are people who even have that situation and still recover. So the way I look at it is, it's about your relationship with the Lord. It's about praying for one another. It's about caring for one another. It's about following the law of the land, which right now is social distancing, put on your gloves, put on your mask, stay inside your house unless you absolutely have to go somewhere. I do believe that if we follow the law of the land and also follow the law of the Lord, you guys can go to 2 Chronicles 7, 13 and 14. We follow that law. He says, then he will hear from heaven and he will heal your land, which is this world. He will heal this world. So I do think that we need to be mindful of that and not only worry about building our own relationship with ourselves, but about building a relationship with, there it is right there, with God.
Absolutely. But you know, when you say, well, you've got a lot of people passing away, it doesn't mean to say they're going into a bad place. Who knows?
Right.
You know, so we can't think that it's a bad, or they died and it's a bad thing. Yes, it's for the people that are left is the sad part. The person that is gone. So they're not really feeling the badness because they've passed already. Maybe I hope they didn't feel bad before they pass, whatever the situation is, we can't control. But at the same time, it doesn't mean to say they're going into a bad place. They might be going to a great place. They might see all those friends they've missed. Who knows what's going on?
Well,
so we're going to do pretty well.
We're all appointed to die. We just don't know the day or the hour.
That's right. I'm going to go sometime. I can't live forever, can I?
Correct. You could be in your house right now, self-quarantine, trip down the stairs, and be gone.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness I don't have any stairs in my house.
I've been saying that for. You see, I keep on saying to a lot of people that I believe that it's not just the coronavirus issue right now, but it's the panic issue because people. I think like what you said, Tamia, you can die however it is, and you know, being we are already in the coronavirus disease here, and then you start panicking, you're gonna have a heart attack. Maybe you die first before the coronavirus come to you.
Yeah.
Because people choose fear instead of faith, and that's also a tactic of the enemy. And I'm talking about the real world enemy and also the enemy against our soul, right?
Exactly.
So when other countries create, viruses
It is.
So if we decide to embrace the fear, then that's when the enemy wins. And instead, we need to embrace faith.
It's just the right women.
Well, yeah, embracing fear makes you weaker. When you embrace fear, you become weak.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So don't embrace any fear. It's okay.
So that's why the topic of being positive is important, because optimism, positive, faith to believe that if it's your time, it's your time, and if it's not, it's not. But you're going to adhere. This is what I think is so important. That make sure to take everything that's put in place for you to help you. For example, the using the gloves and using the mask and staying at home. All these things that are put in place to help you survive this season, because it is just a season of time.
Right.
Very soon, a cure will be found. Very soon, we will be able to come out of our homes safely. Yet we just have to be willing to obey the law of the land and stay home, stay safe, and keep our family and friends and loved ones safe by doing it.
Yeah, let me touch really quick about the mask. I just read an article regarding putting a mask can actually also come out with illness. Something like your carbon dioxide, if you keep on having that
Carbon
mask.
dioxide,
Yes, it's actually can actually cause severe illness. What do you think about that, ladies?
Well, I would say that's not good, because our healthcare workers wear it every single day for 12 or 15 hours a day while they're taking care of us.
So as long as they keep...
I think that would be a deadly situation, even more so than them being exposed to the COVID without it.
I think that's why they're saying to try to wash them or try to change them or try to not use them all the time. But when you're a nurse and you can't change it and you've got to wear it for 12 hours, you don't have a choice.
Right. And maybe that's how some of the healthcare workers are actually contracting it, because they're using masks multiple times without properly sanitizing them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to question, Maria, I don't. I mean, so it could do. I think that could have a negative effect if you reuse the mask, because you don't know what's on the mask. So.
So which is the better of the two?
I mean, I completely agree, because sometimes in certain situations you just have to take the best of the evils.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Better of the
protecting
two.
yourself from the virus or running the risk of wearing the mask and suffering health issues from that standpoint, I think I'd rather use the mask.
use your own thoughts, use your own discrimination, use what you've got.
Yes.
I mean, if you don't go out, you don't have to have the mask on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
So if you're in the car, you don't have to put the mask on.
Correct.
So there's only a certain place where you say to yourself, okay, I'm only going to go into the supermarket or this or what, I'll be there for 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Right.
So I think, for yourself to understand.
Right.
Yep.
Well, the other thing I say to you, Maria, we can't believe everything that we hear. We keep hearing all these reports telling you. I mean, the first thing that came out when the coronavirus first came to the U.S. or we heard it was they said black people can't die from it. So there's a lot of misinformation that's coming out.
Come on, everybody can die from it.
Because you hear that said that the carbon monoxide, this, and this. What I would encourage you to do, Maria, is research that. Don't just believe it because somebody posted it on Facebook or was sent in your inbox. If the CDC is not reporting it, this is the way I look at it. If the CDC or the World Health Organization is not reporting that, then I would not believe it. It's just another tactic to put fear in the hearts of our people.
You have a good point on that, Tamia. Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore, because there's so much things going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and for me I just stay at home and be safe and just pray, because my faith actually will save me from anything else that's happening around me.
Right.
And also trust your own instincts.
Yep.
You know what to do. We all know what to do. We all know, if you keep wearing the same mask for a whole month, it's like wearing the same pajamas for a whole month. You got your day pajamas and then you got your night pajamas. So you can't wear your night pajamas all day for a whole week. So you gotta see, this is the whole point. The whole point is to have a laugh. You've got to laugh. You've got to understand it, because this is just part of our life. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get through it. And I love the word faith. Yes, you got to have faith.
Yes.
You got to have faith. At some point, yes.
Amazing. Well, before we go on my next question, I wanted to actually do I want you guys to explain what you guys do, because we have a lot of viewers right now. I want you guys explain what you do. We're gonna start with Chaplain Daw, and then we're gonna go down. So go ahead.
Well, so I am a chaplain, so I'm an ordained minister, but I'm also a filmmaker, and I create socially conscious films. And since we have been in quarantine, I have completed 3 films since we have been in quarantine. One was about a healthcare worker who was celebrating her birthday, and she actually had found out that she might have COVID. So that was the first short film that I did. The second film that I did was kind of a spoof. It was just something for fun for people to laugh at and have a good time. And then the third one we did this past weekend, and it was about a grocery store worker, because you know that our grocery store workers are also, on the front line. So I wanted to talk about people who are currently out there on the front lines for us right now dealing with the COVID. So I've done 3 films since we've been in quarantine. And then I also have quite a few other films out too. And I also am a best-selling international author, and I'm a book coach. So if you see and hear what I'm saying, and I might need you.
Yay!
If you want to write my story, pick me.
Who's next?
Lorraine?
Okay. So there's a pre-code.
Lorraine. That's to Lorraine.
Lorraine, why?
And a postcode. What haven't I done? I'm an entrepreneur, so I've produced reality shows, and I'm back in the production world right now. So we have some that I actually had some shows on TV. But my main job normally is I'm a consultant. I'm a business consultant, an executive recruiter. I recruit high-level executives to companies, executive level and above. And I consult small businesses on how to, commercialize new products. I do recapitalization. I do debt remediation for businesses. I've had 2 public companies myself, technology companies. So I'm very versed in bringing new concepts to market. That's one of my day jobs. My passion is really what we're talking about here, is empowering women. I'm actually a chair for the Hero Foundation here in town. I'm just a recent appointment of mine. So it's basically that foundation helps women, disadvantaged women who have been victims of human trafficking or things like that. That's a big passion of mine. I'm a mentor with Brother Big Sister, so I mentor young ladies. I don't have any kids of my own, so I enjoy doing that. With Nathalie, as I mentioned before, we have this platform by Women for Women, which now we're using some of this time now to actually really bring it to life, which is a platform that provides resources for women. It started off just focusing on anything very close to Natalie's heart, which is called exploring rehabilitation. Dare I say it in American?
Thank you, Lorraine. That's amazing.
Okay, but it's really grown from that to become a platform where we can provide them with resources, all different types of things: beauty, fashion, fitness, health, inside and out, wellness, a whole bunch of different things. So that's pre-COVID. Now, during COVID, I've fortuitously formed upon an opportunity that's involving sanitization. And I have a solution right now. It's a combined steam application of a all-natural antimicrobial solution that offers a persistent kill on surfaces. So you apply it to a surface with a steam machine, and it continues to kill pathogens for extended periods of time. So I actually have something that can really help get local Las Vegas people back to work. And the last 4 weeks, I've never been as excited about something that I've been doing, because I've got something that can make a real difference. So that's my clothing life. It's created a new...
Busy lady.
Right.
Busy lady.
Yes.
Exactly. For me, it's like the women empowerment. It's a passion, because I've got something that can make a real difference, that can help get people back to work. You know, and I hope to create jobs doing this too, because we want to provide it as a service. So, you know, I just feel really busy. In a good way, in a real positive way.
Thank you, Lorraine. That's amazing. Yeah. I've known this lady for over 3 years now, and yes, it's just an amazing to know you. But anyways, let's go to Lorraine Razzle.
Two Lorraines today.
I love it.
Well, I've had my own business. I've been licensed. I do financial services, IULs, DULs, annuities, mutual funds, life insurance products. What I really specialize in that industry, what I like to set up and do, which is kind of a little different than just putting a life insurance policy on an individual, but using my license to help individuals to have income protection. And what I see a lot in the communities that I serve is a lot of people don't really understand the power of having a life insurance policy, not for $10,000 or $20,000 just in case you die, but some individuals don't realize that 8 to 10 times of their annual income, especially if they have a family, they have children, they have a home, that's actually what's needed to cover the individual. Instead of just a life insurance policy, you die, the person receives $10,000, they bury you, and now at the end of the day, you have 3 kids and a wife, or, you know, if it's the other spouse, that's left without your income. So it's income protection and helping individuals to understand that that's very, very, very affordable.
And very important. Very important,
you know,
especially our situation now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, even with COVID, I saw companies start to send, when it comes to final needs, they stopped immediately covering people 75 and up.
What?
Yes, absolutely. And they said there's a hold on 75 and up, and helping people to understand the need to have coverage way before some of these things happen. The insurance commissioner in Washington, because I'm licensed in, you know, other states as well, not only Nevada. Once you get a license, you know, it covers all 50 states. And we got emails from him, and didn't even know that under your property and casualty, there's a clause in there that it covers everything but a pandemic.
Except what?
Pandemics. Viral pandemics. And this has been written, yes, and there's only a handful of insurers that does not have that clause in it. And so insurance, there's so many clauses, not only this one, but even during 9/11, I think it was about 90% of those victims did not get paid on their life insurance policies, because there was a clause in the policy that if there was a war
or act of terrorism,
if they got killed in an act of war,
right,
that it doesn't cover them. Well, guess what? That was declared an act of war. So 90% of their policies, 80 to 90% of the policies, it didn't pay out. And so I like when people say, hey, I already got an insurance policy. I said, let me come sit down with you and look it over anyway. And I find so many clauses because it's legal jargon. And so unless you have an agent that you can trust to read it and tell you the 100% facts of what you have, then, you know, you're running a risk just to get one online or a commercial. And so that's what I specialize in doing. Here just this year, I think it was probably like in June, one of my carriers, it's called Rural Neighbors of America. I'm a free agent. I work for no company. I directly contract with any carriers, Mutual of Omaha, Liberty, GPM, Senior Life. And I contracted with this company, and it's all women.
Nice.
And they own their own company. They have their own underwriting. And yes, of course, they don't discriminate when it comes to men, but they write the best policy for women, and they have a philanthropy program. And they asked me to be the president of the chapter for Las Vegas. So we have our first chapter in Las Vegas. They fund the chapter every quarter for us to give money out to women and children every single quarter. So if you guys know what
We need some.
pardon me?
What's the name of it?
It's called Rural Neighbors of America. And they are a company, they have a philanthropy program. So because I'm an agent with the company, we just set up a chapter here in Nevada, and we have board members, and there's a group, it was Divinity House. They opened up the first home for women that are incarcerated. They can leave jail and go into Divinity House. I went to their grand opening, and it was such a beautiful program that I'm so pleased that when we get funding, we can actually give funding to Divinity House. We're actually looking into giving funding to the chess program that Michael Elliott has with, he's been doing it so long in the inner city communities, teaching the young ones how to play chess and keeping their minds stimulated to be able to just have the funding to give money out like that through these financial services companies that have these philanthropy programs is just absolutely amazing. And so that, that's what I do, and I absolutely love what I do. My office was to open, because I've been doing this from home. We were to open in the medical district July, around July. So I don't know if that's still going to happen, but I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm looking for 2 more agents. And so if you know anyone, I have an office manager already. But if you guys know anybody who's willing to get licensed or who's already licensed that's looking for I have an office manager already, and so we're looking for an office manager assistant and someone who can actually run the front office when it comes to financial services. So I'm open. So that's what I do.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. Amazing,
You're welcome.
amazing.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, everybody has something to offer. Let's go to the beautiful Nathalie.
Hi, so I'm Nathalie Chopin. I have a background in life insurance, bank, French economy. I come from France, so my first job was pretty much helping people with their income tax at the end of the year, proposing solution in the bank and insurance. I switched completely on the health and fitness.
Yes.
While I was actually working for the insurance company back in France. Moving US because I'm married to US military, and here I used to train military. So what actually put me into a pelvic floor re-education in France, it's common. When a woman has a baby, they offer you 10 to 20 sections after baby to have your pelvic floor re-education. So I came to US and I have a little girl. I just have my daughter. She was 3 months. Just breastfeeding, so natural breastfeeding, and I wanted to have my pelvic floor rehabilitation, and I couldn't find nowhere in the entire United States, which is a shame. So how many women like myself are going through incontinence? So all these actually leads me, because I take my certification in France, came into US, and boom, here I myself, not even be able myself to re-educate myself after having a baby. So I start to actually develop a plan in my head and try to explain to my husband, who has no idea what is this woman talking about pelvic floor re-education. So I'm like, oh Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna. So I start, and finally meet Lorraine. She's British, so she get it. Living in Europe, she has a little bit of history. So I'm like, this is what I wanted to do. This is my plan. And she's like, look, I'm in. Let's do it. So I am all about women for the simple reason. My mom raised 5 kids alone. My dad passed away pretty earlier. She was only there. She's a hair salon, so not much. She put us on the best school, but makes me realize the importance of independent women and also a self-drive. Women are the foundation in the world. Period. Men can do what we do. So and if we don't help ourselves, nobody will help ourselves. So I came in US, and my goal is to be able to expand that pelvic floor rehabilitation all around US. even if we have to do franchise, teaching people,
Right.
selling class, no matter what. We already have on board a OBY here in Vegas who signed an NDA, who's willing to work with us. And every woman, there is not one woman who does not need pelvic floor re-education. So it's not like we are going into a world where there is no need. Every woman sneeze and pee, cough and pee, laugh and pee. Every woman will have to face that. It's taboo, right? But no woman will ever go and say, I pee on myself. They won't. In France, they will say, look, I just pee on myself. And they know what they have to do. They will talk about it without taboo. And in US, because it's not the culture, it takes a lot of education, a lot of information, breaking the taboo, making it less shameless for a woman to go through having a kid and realize, okay, my sexual activity is not anymore the same as it was before kids.
Right.
We can all relate. I have 3 kids. I have had 3 kids. I work myself. I'm a trainer. I know my body. I know how to breathe. I know how to exercise without putting pressure on my organs.
Right.
But my goal is to bring a solution for every woman to the point where when they reach my age, 40 here and more, they are not going and they are not wearing diaper, but they are able to at 50, 60, 70 to still be able to function without always being embarrassed because we pee on ourselves. And since there is a lack on the health industry in US, we all know that, we try to go locally, organically, just be informative and having a product that can actually help women. So to me, it's just a way to all empower women, give them information, all give hands, let's do this together, because without us, it's not going to be possible. So that's pretty much my goal, my dream, my baby dream. And I am pretty much positive that one day we will be talking about that, like we talk about COVID or whatever without no shame. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm not going to talk about fitness. I'm a pro fitness, modeling. I'm not going to talk about that. My main goal here is women, empowering women.
Well, yes, we're gonna continue our meeting again next time. You, me, you, Lorraine, and I. So.
Yes, we will.
Anyways, thank you so much for sharing that. Nat, it's amazing. It's empowering, don't you think, ladies?
Yeah.
It's very empowering. So let's go to the stunning Miss Ninon De Vere De Rosa.
No, that's my joke. I understand the question. I love what all of you've got to say, and all of you are very inspiring to me as an entrepreneur, and have survived through this world in a very. I left home when I was 16 with no education and $6. So I know what it's like to be a woman. I love being a woman. I won't ever put the men down because we really can't live with we can't live without them. We cannot live without them. So
I can.
well, yeah, some people can, some people can't. That's privilege, obviously, and I can understand that very well. But I've never had a man that's ever interfered. Well, I was married for 29 years, but that interfered with anything I wanted to do as a woman. And I started my Voices of Tomorrow in 1996, and it was a show where I interviewed the younger generation all over the world. And I was giving the young people a voice in society to let them know that it didn't matter what color they were, what religion they were, where they came from. It didn't matter what anything was. They all have a dream. It doesn't matter if they're fat, they're skinny, this doesn't matter.
Right.
And I wanted them to know it. And the reason I wanted them to know is because I did it. I started out as a skinny little thing. I didn't know who I was or what I was or the world or nothing. At 16, who knows it? And I succeeded. I never had a mentor. I never had anybody to help me. I just kind of did it on my own, which may be just as well because I did my own things. But I think the satisfaction of being able to give to other people is probably the greatest challenge in the world because we're all quite selfish. But to be able to give to the younger generation, and we seem to forget that they are going to be our leaders.
Right.
When I was 16, I was a leader. I was coming in. I was doing things. And then I ended up helping all these children, so all the stuff I got. And we mustn't forget that. We've got to look after and take care of our younger generation. As much as we turn around and say, oh, you're stupid, you're an idiot, you can't say that to children because they don't understand and they don't get it.
Yeah.
So you've got to have that little bit of patience with it. And anyway, so I did that show for many years, and then I did antiques, and I did real estate. And there's so many things that that women can do, but do not make an excuse that it's the man that means I can't do it. I don't buy it. I don't get it, because if there's a man around that doesn't help you or doesn't want to help you or hinders you, then get rid of him. You know, then what do you need him for? Whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter what it is. If somebody can't be around or is hindering you, then don't be around it. So I think we all must choose our platform and choose where we want to go and choose what we really like. And I think with this virus thing, and I hate to say that it's great to have it, because it's not, but at the same time, it's giving us women this incredible sort of couple of months opportunity of whatever age you are and whoever you are, and even the children are ending up living in the house with their mum and dad. Who wants to be with their mother and the father 24 hours a day? Hello. You know, they got things to do. So when we understand, we'll put this all together as to the original question Maria asked, is what can we give other women right now? Is just sit back, have a little patience, especially if you've got a husband home and you've got 2 or 3 children or 6 children, whatever the case is. Have a little patience and try to understand it and try to see not what you can't give, but what you can give. So this greatest opportunity, because it is an opportunity that we mustn't pass by. And also remember, we only live a day at a time.
Very true.
I really love that quote, Ninon. On my conference call conference meeting this morning, one of the contributor or collaborator said that instead of when you're giving an appreciation to others, don't add what you need from them, but just give the appreciation.
What you can give to them. What can I do for you?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because whenever you do that, you're putting a condition of the appreciation that you're giving.
It slightly.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do with my show. You know, Vegas Live with Ninon is very much a show where I help a majority of entertainers, well, everybody, if I can, but I help a majority of entertainers to give them a platform so people know who they are, because the small shows they don't really want to be on, the big shows when I'm not there. So I'm kind of this middle show, and the middle show that helps all these people, and I'm truly there. It's not what I want, it's what I can give to them.
That's true.
And also, all of you guys, girls, all of you women, this is a great time to understand social media. So if you've got a time to get into it now, because this is a time you can get your computer, and all the ladies in the entire world, get your computer, and you can make all the mistakes you want to make, and then progress, and understand what social media is, because that truly is probably going to be bigger now than it's ever been, because that's what we've been doing for the last.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
understand that. So that's my gift giving to all the women.
Yes. That's great. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies. Before we're gonna end this in few minutes, but before we go, I just wanna ask. Our topic is about freedom. How we live freely. So, sometimes freedom is very funny. We all want it, but we don't always make the right changes in our habits and lifestyle in order to get it. We repeat the same old routines, and keep living a life of constant worries, complexity, stress, and illusion. Each of us, how do we actually change this?
Mm-hmm.
Don't confuse ourselves. Do not confuse yourself. Know who you are, what you are, and go with it. This one's going to say this, or this one's going to say that. Don't do that.
True to ourselves.
Be true to yourself. That's all you need to be. You're the only person that really. Oh, I love it. Look at this. I love that. You know who you are. You've been with yourself for many years, or little years, or what. I've been with myself a long time. But you know who you are. You know what you are. Go with your gut. Go with your feeling, and whoever you can help. But understand yourself first, because if you don't understand yourself first, I don't know what you can do.
We're here today. We're here for the day. Don't worry about living. We wake up in the morning and blessed again. We get to live the day. Just live for the day and make the most of every day. You know, because
It's a day. That's what it is. It's a day.
we only get one chance in life. So just live it. You have to live life.
I mean, I can walk outside right now and get killed. There's nobody out there. You never know. Somebody devil probably out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we never get this very moment back. Make the most of everything we do.
Yeah.
Just, make the most of the time that we have, and just live each day as it comes, because we never know. We know what tomorrow brings. So why worry about it? Really? You know.
I'm too old to worry.
I would like to shout out to the people who. So we're sitting here. We're talking about freedom, and we're talking about this time of having this time with your family and to rebuild your family and your relationships and things like that. But what I deal with as a chaplain is the aftermath of people who are trapped in situations that are violent, and they're trapped in sheltered situations with people who are violent and who have triggers that are being triggered by there's no jobs and there's stress and there's all you and the kids in the house and this. So I'm sending out some love to those men and women who may be in that situation right now, and I'm asking you to stay strong, but start making your plan. Start making your plan on how to safely be free, how to safely get out of that environment, because trust me, we know it's a very stressful situation for you right now.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. Amen.
That's true.
Well said.
any last thoughts, ladies?
Okay. What a wonderful time we all had.
Absolutely.
Certainly.
Spend an hour or so. Definitely. Very inspiring.
Yes.
Very inspiring.
Thank you, Maria, for putting this together.
Thank
Good
you
job.
so much for being in the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having us. Nice to meet everybody. And I wanted to write a book, so I'm going to need Lorraine and the middle one. I can't remember the name.
Lorraine, Ninon De Vere,
I know all of you.
Yes.
thank you, ladies. Thank you. I hope we're gonna do this again next week.
Is Maria still with us?
All
Is
right.
Maria still there, or did we
Yes. Just log out.
Maria, so I don't know who closes the show.
I will close the show. Yeah, I'll close the show. Thank you so much, ladies.
We're on Facebook Live right now.
I'll see you later.
Nice to meet you, girl.
Nice to meet you guys.
It's nice meeting all of you.
Stay safe.
A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Ty, and I'm a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living. Hi, I'm Lily.
We truly appreciate your support and we are looking forward to a longer relationships. GI Connections. VIP Vacations. James Presley Recording Studio. Power X Energy Drinks. Moke Experience. 22.3 Takeover. Vegas Radio. Revolution Radio 2, Rhythm Vision, Westgate Resorts Las Vegas, The Giving Water, Whalers Creation, The Funk Jam, The Iron Monk Tattoo Society, Gigi Chic, Las Vegas Entertainment, Fantasy at Luxor, Action Shot Productions. Ask us to learn more how to be part of our affiliate today.
Technology is here. Introducing Rhythm Vision, the world's first sound-activated sunglasses. Ideal for raves, concerts, nightclubs, sporting events, parties, and even the beach. Lights up to your voice and type of music with a customizable and patented sound sensitivity controller. USB rechargeable battery. eDMMOQ 500X units. Rhythm Vision has the perfect pair of sunglasses to make the life of the party on any occasion. Get licensed now. Covered by a U.S. patent number 8514097. Available for established retailers only. Wholesale buyers, licensors, distributors. What are you waiting for? Inquire now.
A fairy tale they say.
I think that empowering women is so important. There are so many negative things that are being said about women in today's society that it is crucial that women help encourage and motivate and inspire each other. At the end of the day, who do we really have? We have each other. So please tune in to our wonderful Honeybee show every Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Be there so you can be a part of our discussion on how we can empower each other. At the end of the day, it's about you and me and we coming together to make a difference.
And your loving smile. A fairy tale they say, real in every way.
Welcome back to Honeybees, and we just actually finished our conversation with our guest. And if you actually mentioned what they are specialized in, and it's amazing to see actually this. See, I know this with all these women, I know them all, but I really don't. Yes, and I don't really know things that they do in that like that.
Right,
Yeah,
right. That was fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So yeah, what's your take?
I really liked the show. I thought it was fantastic. I think that what we do to keep ourselves free within our mind and our spirit is powerful. So it was a good time to talk about it.
Yep, that's true. And everything that they mentioned in the show were actually really. There's not gonna
What's a
be
microphone?
I know. It's really fascinating and eye opener kind of thing.
Right. It's nice for everybody to have such different views on it, but they're all so intertwined and still so similar, even though they're coming from different perspectives.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see that we're probably all getting it right if we just pay attention and put forth some effort towards it.
Yeah, that's good. Well, anyways, since we didn't start with knowing what our days
with our usual loving banter.
Yes, I know, silliness and everything. I know our viewers actually missed that part. So I just want to know how's your days going so far. How's your week? They're saying that we are extending more time on more time staying
until
at
around
home.
the mid of April, or I'm sorry, May. Is that what we've established?
Mm-hmm.
I actually hadn't gotten the last update, so I wasn't even sure. Man, so a lot of the same, huh? For another 2 weeks or so? Well, I guess we have to get through April. I've started to relax what I've been doing just a little bit. So I kind of slipped in an extra trip or two to the grocery store, whereas usually I would have been consolidating them much more. But now I'm like, man, we've been doing this for a little while. And, I've been looking for leeks. I've been wanting leeks, and I'm craving those, and nobody has them. And then finally I found them at Smith's, and they were $4 a pound, and I'm like, oh, I need too many leeks to pay $4 a pound, so I put it back. But I was like, goodness gracious. So I'm looking forward to the shelves being a little bit more full and stuff. So that's starting to happen a little bit, but I don't know. So I've been relaxed a little bit. I've been trying to enjoy myself and a few select friends. You know, you can't just hang out with everybody just yet.
Yeah.
But I have been with just people that I had always been with prior to this. So that's helped out a little bit. I've got the sorus swollen his throat because I had been off the playing field for so long, and then decided to play one night, and sometimes, man, you just overdo it.
Yep.
I just, too much of a good thing gave me a self-induced sore throat. So I don't know, but I have happy partners, so
That's good.
you know, I have happy partners and video evidence.
That's good.
But no, it was fun, but a little peculiar to have a sore throat for so many days in a row. Like, it just doesn't want to let up, and I'm like, what do you do to just relax yourself and be
Is
like,
that how you
calm
practice
down?
your freedom?
That is partly how I practice my freedom. I practice my freedom generally and mostly with being free with conversation and open to conversation and open to just being honest about what life entails. The good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the exciting, the mundane.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's really how I practice my freedom. So my freedom hasn't necessarily gone away, except for that maybe some of the reasons I express it slowed down slightly until just this week when I made up for life, you know. And now I'm bruised.
I love it. I love it.
Bruised and battered. Happy nonetheless. So I don't know.
That's amazing. Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty good. You know, this is the good thing about this situation going on right now is we have enough time to kind of like sit down and said, hey, you know, with our conversation for the past few weeks with honeybees, we kind of like, if you look at it, we're like, oh my God, we're kind of different from there then to now kind of thing.
Right.
Don't you think? I felt so.
Right.
Yeah, I felt that way.
We've all learned a thing or two about ourselves and
Yeah.
about society and about who we engage with and where we prioritize those people and those activities for sure.
Exactly.
What they mean to us.
Yeah, and when what I mentioning earlier when they said that we're staying for another 2 months, I said why not 6 months?
Oh, 2 months? Wait a minute. You said 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months, but that actually been it's out of context, I think.
Okay. So
we figure out that 2 weeks, so it's May 17 now instead of May 1. So so I think that when I heard two months, I'm like, oh, I need more.
Oh my gosh. She's like, I need more.
Yeah, no, that's not
Man.
enough. I was telling everybody, you know what? If they pay me at home,
You're right. You're like, I'll take whatever
it's
you'd like
not.
me to take.
You know, the thing is, I'm not just sitting down at home. I am enhancing my my passion and everything.
Yep.
I am not
Yep.
just sitting. That you guys know, and I am actually practicing different things
Right.
than way before.
Right.
And
Getting back into the swing of things, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, this is just an amazing show.
It was good. It was good.
I'm glad.
I loved each
How
of
you
the guests.
feeling?
I'm suffering, but I'm doing kind of okay today. So,
So are they
yesterday
taking you and?
I will really just have to go down one morning early,
Oh, okay.
and it will probably be, I don't know. I have to decide if it'll be tomorrow. I should have called the neurologist today and forgot.
Yeah.
So I have
Okay,
a
well,
couple things to
take
figure
care
out,
of your
but
health because
I appreciate that.
that's the most important thing. Anyways, we're gonna say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, I just want, as you seen our show earlier, we have different powerful women here in Las Vegas. Join us earlier through our technology, and we are gonna be start doing this every single week with different women. And if you guys are interested, please, I already sent some few invitation for next week. It's gonna be different women, and we would love to know opinion, your point of view for different matters, different things in life. Like what you said, it's really cool to actually kind of touch base with everyday things that we do, and this is one. Next week, our topic will be time. How do we yeah, time is the title. It's, I believe, the slogan is, how do we spend time, or how do you recharge? There you go.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
time,
right, right,
because
right.
time is
Okay.
very, very important. That's
Right.
one of the things that has a lot of we have a lot of problems about time, especially before pandemic came. So now it's really a good time to talk about it. How do you recharge?
Right. How do you recharge? How have you restructured yourself? How are you going to restructure yourself when you're hitting back into work and wanting to still incorporate some of the things that you were able to during, the Rona season.
Yes.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a fantastic subject.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested to chime in for next week, please send us a message on social media shows or on my page, Maria Pureza, or on Tabitha's page, Tabitha Bissen.
Tabitha Bissen,
Yes.
T-A-B-A-T-H-A.
So, yeah, if you guys want to chime in, this is the right time. And
I agree.
to hear your voice, especially, this is for, we have some for like all men. I already
Ooh,
have it
all
in.
men?
Yeah, so we're
All
gonna
men?
chew them.
Nice.
Because yes. So for women, for those women that wanna chime in on our conversation next week, Tuesday 5 p.m., please send us a message. That being said, we're gonna actually get out of here, and please, if you missed the show, you can go back to our Facebook page. It's gonna be on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere on social media. We are already on TikTok. We are already over 3,000 followers. We just started a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so thank you so much for those people who tuned in today and who support us all the way every single week. I know that
We
you guys
appreciate you for sure.
Yes, and also I would like to shout out to our friend Tai, and you remember what we talk about. We can still you can still chime in. Come on, we want you. We love you. And that being said, thank you so much, guys.
No
and
doubt.
we'll
Have
see
a
you
good
guys
night.
soon. Good night.
A fairy tale, they say, real in every way.
Hi, my name is Tai, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name's Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Hi everybody, my name is David Thomas. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis Show at the Piano Bar.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Levinthal. I am the founder of Social Media Show.
Everybody, I am Kiki Dolas. I am the CEO of RU It Entertainment here in Las Vegas, and I'm also a club owner.
Hi, I'm Latoria Kern, founder and director of Family Arts at Wayla's Creation.
Hi, my name is Dawn Weir. I'm the founder of The Giving Water, a local nonprofit that delivers water to disasters and people in need.
Hi, my name is Dolores Olson. I'm a home-based business person for Zija and for Beachbody. Also, I'm a chaplain.
Hey, this is Bettina Steinhauer. I'm a clothing designer and manufacturer bathing suits.
Hi, my name is Jessica D, and I currently work for one of the biggest properties on the Strip. I'm also a PhD student, and I own a jewelry business on the side.
Hi, my name is Jamie Springer, and I am a eyelash technician.